It was 7:43 a.m. on a Thursday morning at Lucent Technologies headquarters in Austin, Texas. Most of the employees were still groggy, clutching coffee cups, checking Slack messages, and warming up bagels in the office kitchen. The air buzzed with the usual startup energy, ambitious, distracted, slightly chaotic. In the middle of it all, a janitor quietly pushed a gray cleaning cart down the hallway, unnoticed as always. Her name tag read, Angela. Angela Moore, 52 years old, had been working the night shift at Lucent for over a decade. Most people only saw her in a blur, wiping desks, refilling hand sanitizer stations, replacing trash bags. They didn't know anything about her. She was just maintenance. That morning, a Chinese investor visiting the building for the first time stood near the elevators, looking lost and visibly frustrated. He spoke in Mandarin to a few passing employees, but no one understood him. The confusion built up like static. Then came Angela. She paused, tilted her head slightly, and with calm confidence replied in fluent Mandarin. 你需要帮助吗? 我可以带您去会议室. Silence followed. The investor smiled with relief. They began a rapid conversation, both relaxed, both clearly understanding each other perfectly. A few employees nearby froze. One of them filmed it on their phone. Another mouthed, "What the hell?" At the end of the hallway, Mark Linton, the 38-year-old CEO of Lucent, stopped mid-sip of his protein shake. His eyes narrowed. "Who is she?" he asked no one in particular. And just when everyone thought the moment had passed, Angela turned around and spoke French to another guest trying to find the marketing floor. Then Spanish, then Japanese. She wasn't showing off. She was helping. No drama, no fuss. But the silence that followed her was louder than any applause. Angela's story didn't start there. Years earlier, long before she ever touched a mop, she had been Dr. Angela Nador Moore, a top-level linguist for the U.S. State Department. Born in Dakar, Senegal, and raised in Baltimore, she had earned 3 degrees by the time she was 28. By 30, she was fluent in 6 languages and conversational in 3 more. She had served on diplomatic missions across Africa, Asia, and Europe, decoding conversations, bridging cultural gaps, advising high-ranking officials. She once translated during a high-stakes negotiation in Nairobi that helped prevent a trade war. Her brain was a machine, always listening, always recording, always analyzing. Then her life collapsed. A drunk driver ran a red light in D.C. Her husband, Michael, didn't survive. With no family nearby and a 6-year-old son to raise, Angela left federal service. She needed stability, a job with predictable hours, no travel, and health insurance. She moved to Texas near her cousin and took the only thing that fit: janitorial work. Her son from school, and put dinner on the table.
Domnule Helată, noi siamo addannata. De pastialo goe na pristine on nojenie tavoto.
She didn't talk about her past. She didn't need to. Back at Lucent, the video of Angela speaking Mandarin began to circulate internally, then externally. Within 24 hours, it hit LinkedIn. "The janitor who spoke 9 languages," read one caption. "We've been walking past brilliance," read another. Mark Linton summoned her to his office. It was the first time she'd ever been on the 10th floor. He wore a half-zipped hoodie and leaned back in his leather chair like it was a throne. "Angela, right?
Yes, sir.
So, you really speak 9 languages?"
Yes, sir. I read, write, and speak 7. The other 2 I read and understand fluently.
There was a long pause. "Why didn't you ever say anything?"
No one asked.
That line echoed through Mark's mind long after she left. 2 days later, he gave her a challenge. His marketing team had been struggling to localize a corporate pitch deck for an upcoming international launch in Tokyo. The translation was clunky, the idioms felt off, and nothing landed culturally. He asked Angela to take a look, just as a test. She returned in 2 days with a version that was smooth, localized, respectful, and nuanced. She didn't just translate words. She translated tone, values, and energy. She adjusted a metaphor about picking up steam because it wouldn't make sense in Japanese. She reworded idioms, she aligned fonts and structure. The Japan office sent a message: This is the most culturally aware version we've ever seen. Angela had passed the test. Actually, she had rewritten the entire exam. At the next company town hall, Mark walked on stage and said, "I want to introduce someone to you. She's walked past you in silence, but she speaks louder than any of us." Angela stepped forward. Not in a uniform, but in a deep blue blazer and gold earrings. The crowd went quiet. This is Angela Moore, and today I'm proud to announce she's our new Director of Global Communications. Gasps. Then, silence. Then, thunderous applause. Angela adjusted the mic. She spoke in Japanese, then French, then Spanish.
I can't believe les jusrajete naak, te setor pa destan.
Donc de l'anglais in speak tiono boost.
And she need.
I've always believed that language is power. Thank you for finally hearing mine.
Weeks later, she walked past the janitor's closet where her old cart still sat. The wheels still squeaked. She smiled and gently closed the door. A journalist from NPR interviewed her soon after. "Do you feel like they finally see you?" Angela paused.
They've always seen me, but now they actually look.